Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking at a product getting a lot of attention online, BodyAccel Whitening Toothpaste.
That's right.
We've got user reviews, some tech specs here, and our mission really is to see if it lives up to the big claims, the whitening, the enamel repair, and breath freshening. Does it actually work?
Yeah, and the core thing for you listening is always sorting out that slick marketing from, well, what's actually in the tube and how it performs. Because our sources, they paint a really interesting picture. Lots of praise for the user experience, definitely.
Okay.
But when you look closer at, does it do what it says it does? And are there risks? That's where it gets a bit more complicated.
Right, let's start with that user experience then, because it sounds like they nailed the feel of it.
They really did.
Users kept saying it's really gentle. That's a huge plus for anyone with like sensitive teeth or gums.
Exactly. It's designed so you can use it every day without that, that wince factor.
That painful finessing some toothpastes have.
Yeah. And it's not just gentle, it's the whole sensory thing. People mention the taste, specifically a smooth, milky taste, which is pretty unusual.
Milky. Okay.
Yeah, and crucially, it doesn't burn. None of that really sharp, minty sting you often get.
Ah, okay. I can see the appeal there.
Totally. And then there's the look. The packaging is described as clean and modern. It sort of looks less like medicine and more like a cosmetic.
Something you wouldn't mind leaving out on the counter.
Exactly. Easy to travel with, too, apparently. Plus, you can find it pretty easily on, major shopping sites.
Which adds convenience, maybe makes it feel more legitimate.
Right. It adds that layer of perceived trust. It's kind of like the luxury sedan of toothpaste, maybe.
Ah, okay. Explain that.
Well, it looks fantastic, feels really smooth and comfortable to use. But the question is, can it actually handle the tough stuff? The performance claims.
That's a perfect way to put it. So 5 stars for comfort and style. But let's lift the hood, check that engine. What about the number 1 claim? Whitening.
Yeah, this is where the doubts really creep in.
We saw reports, quite a few actually, saying users saw no real whitening results, even after using it consistently for a while. What's going on there?
Well, the sources suggest something interesting about how it tries to whiten. It seems BodyAccel leans heavily on optical brighteners.
Optical brighteners, like in laundry detergent.
Kind of, yeah. High concentration of them. It's not using the traditional peroxide bleaching agents you find in most whitening toothpastes.
So what does that mean, practically?
It means you might get an initial sort of glow right after brushing. It looks brighter temporarily because of how light reflects off the surface.
Ah, an illusion?
Pretty much, it's a surface effect, not a lasting change to the actual color of your enamel.
Okay, that distinction is crucial. An optical trick versus real structural whitening. What about the other claims? Enamel repair and breath freshening. Did those hold up?
The sources give us clues there, too. For enamel repair, the claim seems based on including nanohydroxyapatite.
Which is known to help rebuild enamel, right?
It is, yeah. But the sources hint the concentration in BodyAccel might be, well, too low to make a real therapeutic difference compared to just, standard fluoride toothpaste.
So maybe not enough to really repair much?
Likely, not significantly.
Yeah.
And breath freshening, it probably helps a bit, sure, like any toothpaste.
But nothing special.
Doesn't seem to outperform cheaper, regular options based on what we read. It feels like maybe that comfort factor distracts from the fact that clinically it might be underperforming across the board.
Okay, wow. So performance is questionable, but then there's the safety flag, which honestly surprised me. Usually the worst outcome with these things is just disappointment, it didn't whiten. But one source mentioned a serious reaction after accidentally swallowing it. How does toothpaste become dangerous like that?
Yeah, that's the most concerning point by far.
Definitely.
The source material suggests the reaction wasn't from the usual active ingredients like fluoride or even the brighteners.
So what was it?
The suspicion falls on potentially high levels of maybe an artificial emulsifier or some other additive, something used specifically to get that smooth, milky taste and that non-burning feel.
Ah, so the very thing that makes it feel nice could be the problem if swallowed.
Potentially, yes. Especially if they're using high doses of certain additives to achieve that unique sensory profile. For something you put in your mouth twice a day, even accidental swallowing becomes a non-trivial risk factor if the formulation relies on stuff like that.
Okay, so wrapping this up, we've got a product that seems split right down the middle.
Real dichotomy, yeah.
On one side, this incredibly comfortable, gentle, stylish experience. Users seem to love using it.
Top marks for comfort and aesthetics.
But on the other side, questionable performance on all its main promises: whitening, repair, freshness, and this potentially serious safety concern linked to how it achieves that nice feel.
Exactly. And since it's so easy to buy, readily available everywhere, the final thought for you, listening, is really about trade-offs. Knowing that the gentle taste might be linked to, well, a reliance on potentially high levels of certain chemicals.
Yeah.
What balance are you willing to strike?
Between that supreme comfort and, proven results and safety.
Precisely. When does that appealing sensory experience potentially mask something less desirable underneath? That's really something to chew on from this deep dive.